The Navy shot down one of their own F-18s over the Red Sea, and this is everything that we know about it so far. Gonna add a disclaimer here that there are very few actual details about this, and a ton of speculation that we won't be a part of, no matter how much fun that might be. Early on Sunday, December 22nd local time, the cruiser USS Gettysburg mistakenly fired on an F-18 Super Hornet from the USS Harry S. Truman. Both pilots were able to eject and were safely recovered, though one received minor injuries according to the release. The USS Harry Truman and the Carrier Strike Group had just entered the CENTCOM AO on December 15th and had been engaging Houthi missiles and UAVs when the jet was shot down. The US also struck multiple targets in Yemen on December 21st using F-18s, but we don't know if the downed F-18 took part in those strikes. The USS Gettysburg is a Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruiser that was commissioned in 1991 and underwent a service life extension program upgrade in 2015, where it received modernizations and the Aegis weapon system. Back in November, it was announced that the last of the Ticonderoga-class cruisers would remain in service until 2029 instead of being decommissioned by 2027. The Aegis weapon system on the Gettysburg and more than 100 ships around the world is a command and control platform to identify and engage threats using the CIWS and the Mark 41 vertical launch system. This isn't the first time it has shot an aircraft down by mistake. Back in 1988, Iran Air Flight 655 was targeted and 290 people were killed after the commanding officer made the call using data that was misinterpreted by the crew, which labeled the flight as an F-14, which Iran still flies. This is the first friendly fire incident in the 14 months since the US has been engaging Houthis over the Red Sea. There are lots of unanswered questions out there, like what about the IFF? Were countermeasures deployed by the F-18? What kind of missile was used? And most importantly, how in the fuck does this even happen? So stay tuned as we work to get to those answers. You can read this full story with all we know at taskandpurpose.com and follow us right here for more updates and news from the military community.